Hey, what's up? A new Paperworks. It's been some days. We filmed, we released the first episode of the podcast, Trial and Error. We'll see what it's going to be. We'll get some microphones, do something different than Skype. I'm not sure. We'll see. The plan was for me to do left-hand choices maybe, or go through collections of other people. But the movement between Hasselt and Antwerp is not that long, but if I wanted to do it in Antwerp, for example, it would take me a day to do 3 or something like that. And I don't have that time, so maybe I can do an offshoot of the podcast already and talk to people that I want to talk to. Not that I don't want to talk to my heavy creams, but there you go. We have some magazines and some books, not flyer-related material because I did some on. There will be, the last part is some Velvet Underground books, Ninja Tune, and then hardcore zines and black metal zines. That's the bulk. This is going to be a short look at some magazines that were important, if you will, for me. Yeah, let's dive in. These are not really important, but they always stuck out as something. Where did I get this? I don't think I bought this at a shop. I think it was pay to print. So this was a magazine that was on the internet, and then you could order those too. It's horror, occult, 70s themed. Like what's on here? Castle, Candlemass, Saint Vitus, Here Goats, Blood Ceremony. That's why I bought it. Uncle Acid, Lord Vicar. Yeah. Blood Ceremony is still a great band in my opinion. That's it. Then Legendary, Maximum Rock and Roll. I have one maybe. This. Maybe or some other. But this had the Tao interview in here, which was quite extensive, not expensive. The magazine got defunct. This is number 327, so yeah. They were quite legendary, and there's a old Summit commercial. Yeah, they had there was a phone book to do your own tours, book your own tours and stuff like that. They had that in here, you know, zines, reviews, demo reviews, punk. So yeah, Maximum Rock and Roll. At least I got this one. That's a good one. Then I don't know, I'm not gonna even open it. It's German. I misbought it. It is a liturgy article, which I haven't read because, you know, TVI. DVD is somewhere. This was a DVD magazine, as it says, back when DVDs were still the rage. I don't think there are too many of these. This is issue 4, so you know, I don't have 1, 2, and 3. But it has Sun, Isis, the Melvins, High on Fire, Comets on Fire, Hater, I don't know that, The Bronx, Young Widows, No Age, Radio Birdman, Void, 20 Questions with Joe Preston. So yeah. Here's a hint to what's coming up. Then, I've been really going through these again, Metal Hammer and Terrorizer, the old copies I deemed worthy to still keep in the collection. I teared out a huge stack of all these magazines, and then there's others interspersed. These are the Watain covers, some of them. I'll show the best one, maybe. Quite good. Haven't seen those pictures in a while. Who took the pictures? Esther, I think. She takes all the pictures. 40. Oh no, John McMurtry. Okay. Well, sorry. And then there was this, and this is the gateway into the special magazines of these respected magazines. This is Terrorizer, Devil's Music, kind of a metal through the ages from the obligatory start at Black Sabbath. But I think, and that's why I kept it, because they don't start at Black Sabbath, they start at Coven. A few of them do. Basically the first record that claims occult, or that did not claim occult, actually. Their records is a classic. It has a lot of words. It actually starts with Paganini in the tritone, which is incredible now that I see it. The Devil in Music. Yeah, the blues, of course. Black Widow is credited here with their Sacrifice, but then Coven with, what was the title? Witchcraft Destroys Minds and Reaps Souls, and this was 1980 or maybe a little bit earlier even. Is that in here? Formed amidst the grunts and grime of working class Chicago, Illinois in the mid-60s. That's weird. So yeah, it's Jinx, Dawson and band. Time frame I'm not really sure. It could be a lot earlier. But yeah, that was Musick. That leads me into the special issues of a magazine that I hold kind of dear. I'm not subscribing anymore because it's just too expensive. The Flexi Decibel. This is one of the first ones with Converge on it. I think this is issue 2. They used to have it at my local bookstore, or but ever since I subscribed, I didn't get it there anymore, and now they don't have it, and I can't afford it. High visibility. What's this? Oh, here is a ISIS interview, I think. Yes, an ISIS interview. We are doing a Hydra Head video with the podcast, so this will come in handy too. We'll leave that open there. So yeah, that's one of the first decibels. Then I dug up these. It's another Watain special. They were just all on top. This is the Hanuman, which I dug out. Hanuman, which sadly passed away too young. This is in Solitudes. We have all these covers. What's that? Watain, of course. These are all Watain. The biggest black metal band in the world. I didn't say the best, I said the biggest. So this is from the tour. That was Devil's Blood, It's Solitude, Watain and Behemoth. So this is maybe my favorite Decibel magazine. Then, I have these to show. If you can track these down, these are really worth it. Not the greatest metal albums of the decade per se, but you have Hall of Fame Trash, and then they have Top 50, starring the Big Four, and then the stories behind the greatest records like Testament Kong and Anacrusis. Don't know what that is. They do the same for doom metal, for death metal. And the reason I'm showing this is because these are the 3 that are going to be the main source for for the Dark Throne trilogy video. There's some book material too. I got the Hammy book in from Golf, lent it to me. It's upstairs. There's a Fenris quote that puts the cherry on top. This is the Hall of Fame Black Metal issue, and it has Dark Throne, Immortal, Burzum, Venom, Enslaved, Rotten Christ. So yeah. No mayhem, because they only do interviews or albums that everyone can talk to, so everybody has to be alive and should be able to speak about the past. Beherit on the back, like any good black metal rag should. Now I wasn't going to show you all the rip outs, but I found the Dark Throne one, so the article for Dark Throne is in here. But what was also in here, and since I was talking about the 8000 scene yesterday, this is one of the first articles, or one of the only articles I don't know if there is a name on here. It's from Terrorizer 194. But yeah, this is an 8000 scene look from, yeah, I don't know what year it is. Terrorizer 194. No. The postcode from the Edge. So the entire 8000 Belgian scene is laid out in this Terrorizer article, or no, it's Terrorizer. Records that get talked about are Liar, Congress, Length of Time, Archangel, Deformity, Stamping Ground, I don't know, Canaan, don't know, Heaven Shall Burn, Rune, and Calvin. Crazy. So yeah, that was in here. And then the Dark Throne thing, of course, which is becoming quite an extensive research. We'll see how far we go. So yeah, hardcore. Talking about hardcore, we're listening to Bauhaus in the Flat Field. 1980 reminds me in some places of Typo Negative, or vice versa. Death Negative reminds me of them. It's a lot more post-punk, goth-ish, Bela Lugosi, whatever. Speaking about hardcore, this is New York hardcore, 80 to 90, the tome on bazillion points. No video can do without. These books are just peppered throughout the book collection. It has a lot of text in this one, not like the straight edge book, which is, you know, a bit boring. Carnivore, Corrosion of Conformity, so early crossover. It dives in deep. What's this? This fell out. This is the Lord of Chaos article that I ripped out of somewhere, Metal Hammer. This is from quite recently. This should be in the last book, actually. Hardcore Life of My Own. This is from The Neighbor, from Frank. I couldn't get to it. I read John Joseph's thing. I don't know, man. It's just the same book, but from a different perspective. There's some differences, of course. There's something in here, a grail of mine. I'm not going to find it, and I'm wondering what we're doing on time, but God damn it. It is the tour poster for Chromax, and I think they're doing support for Motorhead. That is the grail in the shows I didn't go to poster, whatever. I'm not going to find it. It should open up that page, but no. Well, you get the picture. It's a black poster with two logos on it. Then one that I have finished twice now, The Story of Finnish Black Metal by Tero Ikahaimon. I hope I pronounced that correctly. There's quotes of Beherit, Archgoat, Horna, Rise for Revenge on here. Impaled Nazarene is in here, of course. Behemoth is in here. There is and coincidence, my bookmark is the Lamentation flyer for the tape box set, I think. Now there's a vinyl box set on the Finnish Werewolf. You get the picture. Impaled Nazarene. It's just a walk through a different scene than you know everything about. There's not that much known about the Finnish, more about the Swedish, and definitely more about, you know, Norwegian. This is B. Hexen, so yeah, it goes all over the place. It even has Cosmic Church in here, Goat Moon, of course, Ride for Revenge. The second one could have Hail Conjurer in here. That's how deep it goes. So yeah, that is those three books. Those were my last read, I guess. And this is a bit of a weird stack to round it off. A Metropolis M, Black Metal Aesthetics of Evil in Art. Reminded me of the typography we did, the typography book we started off with. Just to let you see, but yeah, the first one is, this is, Under Funeral Moon is my favorite cover, but this is very close. It delves, it goes from black metal imagery into what art does with it, like logo stuff, and then I think it stops at Jonathan Mese, pretty sure. There should be some Mese in here, because the cover was Jonathan Mese. This is from, no Mese, weird. This is from 2007, so yeah. Another piece in the timeline. Heavy metal. I should go through it because there's definitely one good picture in here. It's just a flea market find. Here, a band that has not been on this channel too much. ZZ Top. The Crew. Then Black Candle, a zine from Germany. No fun, no core, no much, no trance. So you know where this is going. It still has a focus on hardcore, but it has Occulta in here, for example. Damn, I hope this shit doesn't cut out. Naprunach. So it's definitely more black metal. His previous ones were, this is all black metal I think, his previous ones were more punk and hardcore, I think. Samael, yeah man, some good shit. Look it up, I think he still has some. One more, Zero Tolerance, I'll just show it for the magazine, not for what's in, but you know I'm a fanboy. Then, the last three things, talked about that before. Wetting the Sights, I think it still is the Yeah, the magazine that was made for the Warlock show, or the zine that was made for the Warlock show in Oost-Vlaanderen. I think about a year ago or 2 years ago. Necropole. It's yeah, it's a bit on that side of things. Warlog is in here. That was a big great show. Val is in here, and this is from the guy behind Antaius, from the guy behind, what's the label called? I don't know anymore. I was going to say Traanblad, but it's something else. Then two that are the last pieces I need to read in the Dark Throne video. Nordic Vision. This is more a visual magazine, but they had some more. This is 1 and 2. I don't know if 3 and 4 ever made it into my collection, but yeah. Very beautiful photos, very stylish magazine. Yeah, more of a picture glossy magazine. There's some stupid shit in here too. I don't know what that is or who made it, but it's retarded. Urfaust, Debitor Morti. There's some Enslaved in here. And then here's Nocturnal himself. I think that's Nocturnal Culture. Yes. In the booklet that doesn't have him on the cover, so he's represented. From Lords of Chaos into the last thing, and this is the Dead Archives, the Mayhem book. Necro Butcher did, I think. Savage Pencil did the extra cover. This is not worth getting, or even on the second hand market, paying too much for. This is on Aesthetic Piece Library, so the book label, book publisher, or the publishing house by Thurston Moore. He knows more than people forgot about black metal, I think. He should do a book. He personally should do a book. There's a poster in here, which just has the cover on one side, but then has Necro on the other side. And yeah, it's the story of Mayhem, the no bullshit. Well, you don't know, because it's like the JJ and Harley Flanagan book. Who tells the truth? I think Euronymous was there, so he knows what happened with the, for example, the brain fragments and stuff like that. So yeah, come on Leipzig. It is a beautiful picture book. It is, the text is not that expensive, or it's more of a photo book, but yeah, it has all the right shit in here. And now we'll have an article about the movie. You get it. Let's do one more. The backgrounds. There you go. There you go. On Poser Corpse Music, the original, of course. Give it to me. Send me. No, I don't need it. I have a copy. I think I have a back on black copy. So yeah, that's that. Dead Archives. That's the last book for now. My hands are black from ink somewhere that's smeared. I think it's that art scene or that art booklet. Or the fucking Maximum Rock and Roll box. Cheers. Yeah, something will come, I guess. Thank you.